Hey guys, Bob here, that Scottish drummer, and welcome back to part 2 of this two-part series on connecting the Roland SPD-SX and forScore. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll link that up here somewhere. That was where we got the SPD set up to control forScore. And now in this video, which is part 2, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to have forScore controlling the Roland SPD-SX. So we're going to set this up to where you pull up a chart on the iPad, and then that sends a signal to the SPD and all your sounds are loaded right away without you having to do anything. Let me show you what I'm talking about with a quick demo. Let's jump into that now. Okay, this is where we're going to take it to the next level here. So we're in our 80s set again. First song's Purple Rain. Let's say we finished Purple Rain. Now I'm just using my general forScore kit here with my 3 MIDI commands. So next page, I want to dance with somebody, and it's pulled up the drum kit. Next, rock with you. Next, beat it. So there you go. We've got commands going from here to the iPad to turn the page. That page turn then sends a command back to the Roland, which changes the kit. So, man, crazy. This is some next level stuff. I hope you'll agree with me in that. Let me jump over onto the SPD and I'll show you how I've got this all set up. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to Menu, we're going to go to Setup, and all the way down to Option. Make sure that you're in Audio MIDI mode, not the Wave Manager. Okay, that's step 1. Then we go back and up to MIDI. So here you want to make sure you're on Global Channel 10. You want to make sure local control is on. That just means that you can hear the onboard sounds. And you want to make sure USB MIDI interface is off. I believe I forgot to mention this in the last video, but you want that to be off because we're not using the computer USB, we're using the MIDI in and out pins on the back. And then go to Control. And this is the really important part for this video. You want Program Change and Control Change both to be on, okay? So make sure these top 2 are on. And one last thing that I also forgot to mention in the last video is the use of external triggers with MIDI control. So if you go into Kit, and on this MIDI tab, now if you press the right arrow, you cycle through each of the pads. We're on the 3rd one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you keep going, you get to the external triggers. So we've got trigger 1, 2, 3, and 4. We've got foot switch 1 and foot switch 2. And that's it. So all these can be assigned MIDI values. So you could use foot switches to turn pages backwards and forwards. You could use external triggers as well. The Roland BT1, that would be a great one because you could use that within an acoustic kit to control metronome, page turns. So you could have the SPD set off to the side and not actually use the SPD, just use the triggers within your real kit. So that's the SPD all set up. Now we'll jump over into forScore. Here we're going to take it to the next level with forScore. So what you're going to want to do is find the song that you want to assign a kit to. And under all these settings for that chart, you want to get down to here and you want to go to MIDI, right? And then you also have these 3 options, open, send, or preset. We want to be on send. And if you don't have anything here, click the add button and program change. Okay, because we want this chart to send a program change to the SPD when we open the chart. So now we've got channel, MSB, LSB, and then our MIDI bank 0 to 127. So our channel is going to be 10 because that's the global MIDI channel and that's what the SPD is accepting MIDI on. MSB and LSB, we can ignore both of those. You can put a 0 or nothing. And then this is the important part here. This is the number that's going to correspond to your kit. So for this chart, Beat It, I have a kit saved with the sounds for the song. and that's on kit 24. But because MIDI 0 has a value, MIDI 0 is kit number 1. MIDI 1 is kit number 2. So you have to put the MIDI number in 1 below the kit that you want to pull up. So because my kit's 24, I put in 23, and that's going to pull it up. And that's it. Once you've done that, that's it set up. So you can click back here and just copy this over to any charts. You just have to do it once, and every time you pull up the chart, it will pull up that corresponding drum kit on the SPD. Alright guys, so that wraps up for this video and this short series. I hope you managed to get everything set up, and I think this is super useful. I imagine this being particularly cool in like a theater gig. The show is very set and they need the same sounds every time. So you can trigger everything. Just one thing, man. Like, you hit the pad once, it turns the page, that page turn then sends a signal back which changes the sounds of the drum kit. That is so cool. I'm actually going to be picking up a Yamaha wireless MIDI adapter, which should turn my SPD-SX wireless, and it should connect to the iPad without a single cable coming out of the iPad. And that'll give me a really cool portable setup for gigs. Gigs. Yeah, if I can remember what gigs are. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you got this all working, set up. Let me know how you've got it set up, and give this video a like. So thanks guys, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.